Hi, my name's Eleanor Bell. I'm a lighting designer, a light artist and a fully qualified electrician, and this is Light Bulb Moments. In this video I'm going to be talking about dimming LED light bulbs. Now there are all sorts of dimming types. There's mains dimming, 1 to 10 volt dimming, Dali dimming for control systems, or wireless dimming. But here I'm going to be focusing on mains dimming, 230 volts, which is the standard kind of dimming most people have in their homes, and that will be a rotary dimmer switch on the wall or a touch dimmer. So I'm going to cover three main things: compatibility, which is compatibility between the light bulb and the dimmer switch; troubleshooting, for if you've got problems, further problems; and then finally the new dim to warm light bulbs. This is a new trend in dimming where the light colour actually gets warmer as it dims down. So I've come on site to explore this issue of compatibility because in fact I've been called by a client whose downlights are flickering, so this is the perfect opportunity to look at this. So first of all I'm going to turn on the lights, and you'll see straight away that as I try to dim them, they start to flicker, and it really does become a bit disco-like in here. And at the top end they don't dim at all, and then as they dim down they flicker. But also the dimmer switch here is making quite a loud buzzing noise, and you'll hear this on the audio, although in fact that's electrical noise from the microphone lead. So I know that this is an old style dimmer switch designed for halogen and incandescent light bulbs, and it's not compatible with the new LED light bulbs. So the first thing I'm going to do is change this to an LED dimmer switch and see if that makes a difference. Okay, so we've now got the new LED light switch, and I'm now going to turn it on and see what happens. So first of all, coming on at full brightness, they look great. Secondly, there's no noise coming from this switch, no buzzing, it's completely silent. So as I dim down, I'm just going to watch them as I dim down, and I can see 2 are dimming nicely, 2 are not dimming at all, staying at full brightness, and another 2 have just cut out halfway through the dimming cycle. So that's no good. So it looks like we've got 2 dimmable LED light bulbs and 4 non-dimmable LED light bulbs on this circuit. But I'm going to change them all to dimmable LED light bulbs because it's best to stick with the same brand throughout, because otherwise that can cause problems with the dimming. So let's do that and see what happens. Okay, so I've now changed all the light bulbs to dimmable LED light bulbs, and so now I'm just going to test the dimmer switch, turn it on and see how they dim. So they've come on at full brightness, and as I dim them down, they all dim really smoothly and look great. So that's my job done. Excellent. Let's go back to the studio. Okay, so once you've got your LED dimmer switch and your dimmable LED light bulb, everything should be fine. But sometimes it's not. So here are some other things to look out for. Firstly, don't mix and match the brands of light bulb. So use all the same brands on the same circuit, and this applies particularly to downlights. Secondly, check your rating of the dimmer switch and your maximum load, so you're not overloading it, and equally check that it's rated, say, from 0 to 120 watts, not 10 to 120 watts, so it will dim effectively at the lower end if you've just got a couple of light bulbs on that circuit. Thirdly, you can sometimes get problems where they flicker just right at the lower end or right at the top. And if you've got a good LED dimmer switch like the Vari-Light V Pro range, you will be able to set the minimum and maximum brightness, which will solve this problem. And they also have 3 different dimming modes, so 2 for trailing edge and 1 for leading edge, so you'll be able to select the mode which is best for those light bulbs. So it's really important to buy good quality light bulbs and also good quality LED dimmer switches. For example, the light bulbs, I recommend brands like Philips, Osram, Sora, Megaman, because basically these are the market leaders and they've done a lot of testing They're using good quality components, and they'll often have compatibility sheets on their website which you can check. So you can check then which dimmer switches they work with. And on the dimming side, I usually use Vari-Light. I'm an independent lighting designer, so I'm not affiliated to any of these brands, but these are products that I've used time and time again in projects and haven't had problems with. The latest trend in dimming is dim to warm light bulbs. And by that I mean is where, as they dim down, the colour white gets a warmer colour white. So that's similar to how halogen and incandescent bulbs have always dimmed. So I've got two here, so I'm just going to show you. On the left, and I know I said don't mix and match your light bulbs in the last bit, but this is just a demo. Because on the left I've got a Philips light bulb, which is, it's called Warm Glow. So that changes from 2700 Kelvin to 2200 Kelvin. And this one is a Megaman light bulb, which is 2800 Kelvin. And as it dims, it stays at 2800 Kelvin. And if you want to know more about colour temperature, I've done a different video on that, and the link will be below. So they're both about 350 lumens. So I'm now going to dim them down, and you'll see that the one on the left goes this much warmer colour. And that's great if you want to create, say, an atmosphere, nice atmosphere in your living room in the evening. It's slightly more relaxing. It's great for that kind of effect. So, in conclusion, the things to remember with LED dimming is 1. Stick with good quality LED dimmers and light bulbs. Secondly, check the rating of the dimmer switch to check that it's not under or overloaded. Thirdly, set the minimum or maximum brightness level and change the mode if needed. And finally, get a registered electrician to do this work. I'm not suggesting that you change your dimmer switches yourself. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for listening. Please like and subscribe. And if you've got any other suggestions for topics, please let me know in the comments below. See you next time.